Hey everybody, welcome back. I meant to post last week, like the end of the week or middle of the week, and it never happened. My kiddo was sick last week, and this week has started off with a bang, to say the least. So I thought that I would just chit chat a little bit while I was getting ready for work. I have a mirror over here, so excuse the dogs in the background for one, but also excuse the fact that I'm going to be looking over here, okay? I started this channel wanting to inform people about different things regarding my son's conditions. And I've hinted a bit about the fact that most of the time it's manageable, but the bad days can be really bad. This is hard to talk about. One of those really bad days happened yesterday. I had to work at 2 different jobs yesterday. So my work day started about 10:30 and I got home close to 10 o'clock last night. And I knew that something had gone on because I had 2 missed calls and a voicemail after the end of the school day from my son's resource room teacher. And when I listened to the voicemail, she sounded very upset, not like angry, but like hurt, sad, upset. And of course, at the time that I got it, it was like 9 o'clock. So it was way too late to call her. But I got a hold of my boyfriend because he had picked my son up from school yesterday. And I just asked him, did his teacher say anything specific about his day? And he says, oh, well, just know that he's grounded. He's already grounded before you even get home. Which we've talked, and he's always got the authority to go ahead and delve out punishment if necessary. But usually he waits and talks to me, and then we decide punishment. So I knew if he'd already punished him, it had to have been something bad. Well, as of the time that he went to bed and I was getting ready for bed, all I knew was that my son had thrown a chair while he was at school yesterday. And with the deformity in his brain, part of what is affected is the ability to control your basic emotions. So rage, sadness, things like that. It can be difficult to keep them in check. And for whatever reason, he got angry and decided he didn't want to do his schoolwork anymore, and he threw his chair. So that was the main thing he'd been grounded for. That and the fact that he tried to lie about it. Well, I had a meeting with his teacher this morning, and there was so much more to the day. And before I share this, I want to disclaimer it by saying my son is not bad. He is 99% of the time, 95% of the time probably. He is wonderful. He's very loving. He's very caring of what other people think and wanting to help people, all of that kind of stuff. So this was really out of character for him. His teacher said the morning was decent, and then about 11:30 or 12, he started refusing to listen. He would walk away from her and run down the hall. He would tell her to shut up. He would push her away, all different kinds of stuff. So we got out in the hall after I got him settled and we started talking about it. And I don't know who this child was that decided to lose his mind at school yesterday, but my child does not act that way normally. He evidently scratched and bit and threw his chair multiple times. He told the teacher to shut up. He tried to incorrectly use profanity. He acted out in ways that are not at all like him. And it was very, very concerning because it's very out of character for him. And so, first of all, his teacher's a saint, and she's one that once people have apologized and the situation is resolving itself, it's a forgotten topic. They don't bring it up anymore unless the child brings it up later to apologize, and then she just reminds them she's already forgiven him and it's time to move on. Well, the thing with Camden, and the thing that makes his autism different, is most kids with autism aren't able to lie. They just very much tell it like it is. They're very straightforward and to the point, and they just don't have the ability to conjure up ideas where they would be telling untruths. So, in Camden's case, he's very creative, and it's everybody's fault except for his own regarding this situation. In fact, he told my boyfriend when they were coming home from school yesterday that it was just kind of a bumpy day, that everything was okay. And he knows he's in the wrong. He knows that the way that he behaved is not tolerated. And now I'm going to have to face the fact that even though punishment has been dealt out, it was only dealt out for the throwing the chair and the lying. Nothing has been done about the fact that he was physical with his teacher. And I know other mamas out there have got to feel this same way. I will not have a child who thinks it's okay to put his hands on anyone, but especially not on a woman. And no matter how forgiving his teacher is or how much grace she extends, it's still not okay. Sorry, I'm dropping stuff over here. So, it's been a rough 24 hours, and I was already mentally exhausted because I had gone to 2 jobs yesterday. And I'm trying to give myself time to calm down because I was genuinely so angry last night that I couldn't think straight to delve out any kind of punishment. So I was glad that my boyfriend had done that because I couldn't form coherent thoughts. I was so frustrated and so upset because all I could think was, that is not my child. There's got to be something going on. The only things that have been different, his dad got back from deployment on Saturday, which is a great thing, but it is another change. So that is one thing that's normal, well, as normal as it can be for autism for him, is that change is extremely, extremely difficult, even when it's for a good reason. And so it could have been triggered by the fact that there's a new routine, there's new things going on. I don't know. My other concern is for a special treat, excuse me for blocking everything, for a special treat Sunday night, he had red food dye, which he normally does not have. It makes him very hyperactive, and So we just try to avoid it. And he did have red dye. And that may have been a contributing factor too. I truly don't know. All I know is that his reasons behind how he behaved don't matter. What matters is the fact that it's very much not okay. And he needs to know that it's not okay. So, going forward, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do. We're going to take it a day at a time, and we're going to enforce the punishment that's already been placed. And I'm going to have to brainstorm and try to come up with new ways to help him understand that what he has done is not acceptable and is not okay. Guys, it's hard. My heart hurts. I really thought I was going to cry after talking to his teacher. Like, I fully was prepared to go sit in my car and cry it out. And I was just so shocked. Because it's so not like him. He's the kid that if he hears a baby crying in Walmart, we go find the baby and we make sure that baby's okay. Or if he sees somebody walking around and looks like they're lost or they're looking for something, he stops, whether it's an adult or a kid, and asks them if he can help them. It's just, it's not like him. And now I'm in a position of wondering if he just has me completely fooled, and if he's had the wool pulled over my eyes, and if I'm just now really seeing my child for the first time, or if there's something that's going on with him that he can't verbalize and so he's acting out. There's so many different things it could possibly be, and my heart and my mind are so tired. I'm grateful that, I fully believe in that a village is needed to raise a child, and I'm very grateful for my village. But my village is running out of ideas too. So we're going to move forward. We're going to have a better week. My God, let us have a better week. And hopefully, as the week progresses, when I do updates and stuff, we'll have some good news. I needed to get this out. I've talked with my boyfriend quite a bit about it, and we're on the same page with helping Camden. It's very hard to know what to do and what's the right way to approach a situation when you have a child that he's been diagnosed with both expressive and receptive language disorders, which means he has a difficult time with understanding what is being said to him, as well as how to express his own thoughts and ideas. So a lot of times you don't really know. It's hard to know if, especially with negative emotions, if he's mad versus sad, or if he is frustrated versus embarrassed. He can't verbalize those. It's so much guesswork, and it's so hard. It's got to get better. It has to get better. Have a good day, guys.